God says, beloved soul, importance is not measured by urgency. It is measured by awareness. There are moments in life that pass like ordinary seconds, and then there are moments that carry a quiet weight, a deeper meaning that your heart recognizes before your mind fully understands. You are standing in one of those moments right now, not because something is about to disappear, but because something inside you is ready to awaken. God says, you have moved through many days distracted by responsibilities, expectations, conversations, and routines. In all that movement, it is easy to overlook what is subtle. But the most meaningful shifts rarely announce themselves loudly. They arrive gently, asking only for your attention. And attention is powerful when it is calm. Beloved soul, nothing is chasing you. Nothing is demanding your fear. This moment matters because you are ready to receive it differently than before. You are not the same person you were months ago. You have grown in ways you barely noticed. You have matured through experiences you once questioned. That growth has prepared you for deeper clarity. God says, time is not slipping away from you. It is aligning with you. The only thing required now is presence. When you are present, you hear more clearly. You understand more deeply. You respond more thoughtfully. Presence transforms ordinary moments into meaningful ones. Beloved soul, you may feel a subtle stillness as you read these words. That stillness is not accidental. It is your heart slowing down enough to notice itself. You have been strong for so long, carrying more than you admit, navigating quietly without asking for recognition. Now is simply a reminder that you are allowed to pause. God says, when something is meaningful, it does not rush you. It invites you. Invitation respects your free will. Invitation allows you to choose awareness instead of being pushed into it. You are not being pressured. You are being reminded. Beloved soul, reflect gently. Think of the thoughts that have been returning to you recently. The subtle realizations. The quiet desires. The sense that something within you is shifting. Those are not random. They are signs of internal growth aligning with your path. God says, the importance of this moment lies not in what you must do immediately, but in what you are beginning to understand. You are capable of living with more intention. You are capable of choosing peace over pressure. You are capable of listening inwardly instead of constantly seeking external confirmation. Beloved soul, stay here for a little longer. Let the calm settle. Let the awareness deepen. Nothing needs to be forced. Nothing needs to be rushed. What belongs to you will not be missed when you are present. God says, this moment is meaningful because you are ready to recognize your own clarity. And clarity changes your direction gently, without fear. God says, beloved soul, the reason this moment feels different is not because something outside of you is changing dramatically, but because something within you has reached a quiet turning point. You have been evolving slowly, almost invisibly, layer by layer, thought by thought, experience by experience. Growth rarely announces itself with noise, it unfolds in reflection, in patience, in the spaces where you choose understanding over reaction. And now you are beginning to sense that you are not standing in the same emotional place you once were. The things that used to shake you do not hold the same power anymore. The words that once wounded you now pass through you without settling. The uncertainty that once frightened you now feels like open space. This is not coincidence. This is maturity settling into your spirit. God says, there comes a point in life when clarity stops being something you search for and becomes something you embody. You are entering that stage. You are learning that you do not need every answer immediately in order to feel secure. You are discovering that peace is not the absence of problems, but the presence of steady awareness. And this awareness is guiding you more gently than you realize. You may not have noticed how your decisions have become more intentional. You may not have noticed how you pause before reacting, how you listen more carefully, how you protect your energy more wisely. But these subtle changes are reshaping your path in ways that will influence your future profoundly. Beloved soul, you once carried questions that felt heavy in your chest. You wondered if you were moving too slowly, if you were behind, if you had missed something important. But what you did not see was that your timing was forming exactly as it needed to. There is no race unfolding against you. There is no invisible countdown pressuring your journey. Time has been preparing you, not punishing you. Every experience you walked through, every conversation, every disappointment, every small success, has been refining your perception. And refined perception is one of the most powerful gifts you can carry into the next chapter of your life. God says, clarity is not dramatic. It is stable. It does not rush your heart, it steadies it. It does not force decisions, it illuminates them. When you operate from clarity, you stop second-guessing your intuition. You stop seeking constant reassurance from outside voices. You begin trusting the quiet wisdom forming inside you. That trust reduces anxiety. It softens doubt. It strengthens direction. And direction built on calm awareness lasts longer than direction built on impulse. Beloved soul, this is why this moment matters. It is not about urgency. It is about recognition. Recognition that you are no longer reacting from old wounds. Recognition that you are not repeating the same patterns. Recognition that you are thinking differently, responding differently, choosing differently. You are becoming someone who moves with intention rather than fear. And intention carries a kind of quiet authority that others can feel even if they cannot explain it. God says, your path ahead does not need to be fully visible for you to walk confidently. You only need enough light for the next step. And you already have that light. It exists in your improved discernment, in your calmer responses, in your strengthened boundaries. You are no longer easily pulled into chaos. You are no longer easily shaken by opinions. You are beginning to stand firm without becoming rigid, gentle without becoming weak, confident without becoming loud. This balance is powerful. Beloved soul, think back to who you were a year ago. Notice the difference in how you process situations now. Notice how your emotional storms have shortened. Notice how your self-reflection has deepened. These are not small changes. They are foundational shifts. And foundational shifts create long-term transformation. The future you are stepping into will not be shaped by impulse but by the steadiness you are cultivating now. God says, as clarity rewrites your path, it also changes how you view opportunity. You no longer chase what looks impressive. You choose what feels aligned. You no longer measure success by comparison. You measure it by peace. You no longer allow temporary emotions to dictate permanent decisions. This is wisdom forming naturally within you. Beloved soul, stay present in this realization. Do not rush ahead mentally. Do not minimize your growth. The fact that you are pausing, reflecting, and absorbing this message already shows that you value awareness over noise. And awareness will continue guiding you toward environments, relationships, and decisions that match your new level of understanding. God says, your future is not being decided by pressure. It is being shaped by consciousness. Every calm choice you make today quietly influences tomorrow. Every boundary you maintain protects your long-term peace. Every thoughtful response strengthens your emotional stability. You are building a life that feels sustainable, not chaotic. And sustainability is far more powerful than intensity. Beloved soul, this is only the continuation of a deeper unfolding. You are not late. You are not behind. You are precisely at the stage where your inner clarity can begin directing your outer life. And when inner clarity leads, outcomes feel more natural, less forced. You do not need to hurry. You only need to remain aware. God says, remain steady. Remain thoughtful. Remain grounded. What is aligning for you will align with your growth, not against it. And the calm you feel now will become the foundation for everything you build next. God says, beloved soul, there is a quiet realization forming inside you, one that does not arrive with noise but with depth. You are beginning to understand that you are ready for more, not more chaos, not more pressure, but more purpose, more steadiness, more alignment. This readiness is not about ambition in the loud sense. It is about expansion in the inner sense. You feel it when you wake up and sense that your thoughts are clearer. You feel it when you reflect and notice that your reactions are softer yet stronger. You feel it when you recognize that what once satisfied you no longer fulfills you in the same way. Growth has shifted your standards gently. God says, readiness is not proven by how much you have achieved but by how much you have understood. You have understood your patterns. You have understood your emotional triggers. You have understood your strengths and your weaknesses without judging yourself harshly. That self-understanding has created stability. And stability creates capacity. You are no longer overwhelmed by your own emotions. You are learning to hold them, to process them, to respond instead of react. This emotional maturity is a sign that your heart is preparing for something broader. Beloved soul, when you are ready for more, you stop clinging to what is comfortable but limiting. You begin releasing quietly, not with anger, not with resentment, but with acceptance. Acceptance that certain phases served their purpose. Acceptance that some relationships taught lessons rather than lasting forever. Acceptance that some versions of yourself were necessary stepping stones, not permanent identities. This acceptance is powerful because it frees your energy. And freed energy seeks growth naturally. God says, the more you are ready for does not have to be defined right now. It is enough that your heart feels the expansion. Expansion might look like deeper peace. It might look like new opportunities. It might look like stronger boundaries. It might look like courage to pursue what once intimidated you. But whatever form it takes, it will match the steadiness you have cultivated. You will not be thrown into something you cannot carry. You are being prepared in proportion to what you are about to handle. Beloved soul, notice how your conversations have changed. You speak more intentionally. You listen more carefully. You are less interested in proving yourself and more interested in understanding others. That shift signals emotional elevation. When your internal world stabilizes, your external interactions reflect that balance. People feel calmer around you. Situations feel clearer when you are present. This influence is subtle but meaningful. God says, being ready for more also means you are no longer afraid of solitude. There was a time when silence felt uncomfortable. Now silence feels restorative. There was a time when being alone felt uncertain. Now it feels like clarity. This transformation is significant because solitude builds inner confidence. Inner confidence removes desperation. And when desperation disappears, your choices become wiser. Beloved soul, you are not chasing validation anymore. You are building self-trust. You are not reacting to every opinion. You are filtering carefully. You are not seeking constant distraction. You are appreciating focus. These shifts may seem small, but together they create a powerful foundation. A foundation strong enough to support the more that is unfolding. God says, your readiness is also connected to forgiveness, especially forgiveness toward yourself. You have carried regret quietly at times. You have replayed decisions in your mind. But slowly, you are releasing the need to rewrite the past. You are understanding that every past version of you acted with the awareness it had at that time. Compassion toward yourself has softened the weight you used to carry. And a lighter heart can move further. Beloved soul, the future you once imagined may look different now, but that is not loss. That is refinement. When your understanding deepens, your desires evolve. You no longer want what simply looks impressive. You want what feels sustainable. You no longer desire intensity without peace. You want balance. You want depth. You want something that aligns with the calm strength forming within you. God says, this readiness will guide you gently into environments that match your growth. You will find yourself stepping away from unnecessary drama. You will find yourself drawn toward stability. You will find yourself valuing consistency over excitement. And these preferences are not signs of limitation. They are signs of maturity. Beloved soul, trust this internal shift. Do not rush it. Do not overanalyze it. You are not required to define every detail immediately. What matters is that you remain aligned with your awareness. The more you honor your clarity, the more your path will reflect it. Life will begin to feel less reactive and more intentional. God says, you are ready not because you are perfect but because you are conscious. Consciousness transforms fear into caution, pressure into patience, confusion into curiosity. And curiosity opens doors gently. As you move forward, you will notice that what once felt unreachable now feels possible. Not because the world changed overnight, but because you changed internally. Beloved, with your calmness, drama loses its appeal. Chaos feels foreign. You are no longer attracted to intensity for its own sake. You value consistency. You value honesty. You value emotional safety. And because you now embody these qualities yourself, you attract environments where they can exist comfortably. Beloved soul, the outer world reflecting your growth may look like new doors opening, but it may also look like old doors closing quietly. Do not interpret closure as loss. Sometimes closure is confirmation that you have outgrown a phase. Growth always requires space. When something exits your life peacefully, it is making room for something that aligns more deeply with who you have become. God says, your patience is also influencing outcomes. You are no longer rushing decisions based on temporary emotions. You pause. You reflect. You respond thoughtfully. This pattern creates long-term stability. When you choose with awareness, the results feel sustainable. You are building something steady, not something fragile. Beloved soul, your confidence now comes from self-knowledge rather than external approval. This shift changes how others perceive you. You speak with calm assurance. You listen without insecurity. You carry yourself without needing constant validation. This quiet confidence commands respect without demanding it. God says, even challenges will begin to feel different. They will not disappear completely, but your relationship with them will change. Instead of seeing obstacles as threats, you will see them as problems to be solved thoughtfully. Instead of reacting with anxiety, you will respond with clarity. This shift in perspective reduces unnecessary stress and strengthens resilience. Beloved soul, notice how your intuition has sharpened. You sense when something feels right. You sense when something feels misaligned. You trust these signals more than before. That trust protects you. It guides you. It keeps you from repeating patterns that no longer serve your growth. God says, the reflection of your inner transformation may also appear in unexpected ways. Opportunities that match your skill and maturity may surface. Conversations that once seemed difficult may unfold smoothly. Situations that once drained you may now feel manageable. This is not luck. It is alignment. Beloved soul, you are no longer living reactively. You are living consciously. Conscious living creates clarity. Clarity creates consistency. And consistency shapes destiny. Your future is being influenced by the small, steady choices you are making every day. God says, stay grounded as these reflections become clearer. Do not rush to label every shift as dramatic change. Allow it to unfold naturally. Stability grows best when it is not pressured. You are in a phase where calm progress matters more than rapid movement. Beloved soul, your outer world reflecting your growth is a sign that your foundation is strong. You are not building on impulse. You are building on awareness. And awareness produces lasting results. God says, continue choosing peace over pressure. Continue choosing clarity over confusion. Continue choosing intentional action over reactive behavior. The reflection you are seeing now will deepen as you remain steady. God says, beloved soul, the most powerful confidence is not loud, it is calm. It does not announce itself. It does not seek applause. It does not rush to prove anything. It simply exists as quiet certainty within you. And this is the kind of confidence that is forming in your life now. It is not based on perfection. It is not based on having every answer. It is based on knowing who you are becoming and trusting the process that shaped you. That trust changes the way you walk into rooms, the way you speak, the way you think about your future. You are no longer asking yourself if you are capable. You are beginning to assume that you are. God says, calm confidence shapes your future because it changes your decisions. When you are calm within, you do not accept less than what aligns with your growth. You do not overcommit to what drains you. You do not chase what unsettles your peace. Instead, you move carefully, intentionally, thoughtfully. Each step becomes deliberate. Each choice becomes measured. This steadiness builds momentum without chaos. You are not forcing life to bend around you. You are aligning yourself with what feels balanced and sustainable. Beloved soul, there was a time when doubt spoke loudly inside you. You questioned your timing. You questioned your abilities. You questioned whether you were enough. But those questions have softened. Not because everything suddenly became easy, but because you have grown familiar with your own resilience. You have survived confusion. You have learned from mistakes. You have strengthened through uncertainty. That lived experience has created a quiet assurance that cannot easily be shaken. God says, your future is not shaped by dramatic moments alone. It is shaped by the daily decisions you make with this calm confidence. The way you respond instead of react. The way you pause before speaking. The way you protect your energy without isolating yourself. These patterns build a life that feels stable rather than fragile. You are creating a rhythm that supports you instead of exhausting you. Beloved soul, calm confidence also changes how you perceive opportunity. You no longer feel desperate to seize everything immediately. You evaluate. You reflect. You ask whether something aligns with your long-term vision rather than your temporary emotion. This discernment is maturity. And maturity prevents unnecessary detours. God says, as your confidence deepens, so does your patience. You understand that meaningful progress does not need urgency. You are comfortable allowing things to unfold naturally. This patience removes anxiety from your growth. It allows you to focus on preparation instead of panic. And preparation strengthens outcomes. Beloved soul, notice how your posture in life has changed. You stand a little straighter, even if only internally. You speak a little clearer. You hesitate less when expressing your thoughts. This is not arrogance. It is self-recognition. You are acknowledging your own evolution. And when you acknowledge growth, it multiplies. God says, calm confidence is contagious. Others sense it. They feel steadier around you. They respond differently to you. They trust you more because you trust yourself. This influence will open doors not through force, but through respect. Respect grows naturally where steadiness exists. Beloved soul, the future you once feared is beginning to feel manageable. Not because every detail is visible, but because you trust your ability to navigate it. You trust your decision-making. You trust your boundaries. You trust your intuition. This trust reduces hesitation. It encourages forward movement without recklessness. God says, continue nurturing this confidence quietly. Do not rush to display it. Let it remain grounded. Let it remain balanced. Confidence built on awareness does not crumble easily. It is rooted in experience and reflection. Beloved soul, your path ahead will continue unfolding according to the stability you are cultivating now. Each calm decision strengthens your foundation. Each thoughtful action reinforces your direction. You are not drifting. You are guiding your life consciously. God says, remember that your worth is not tied to constant productivity. Your value is inherent. This understanding supports healthy ambition without burnout. You can pursue goals without sacrificing peace. You can grow without losing balance. This equilibrium will define the next chapter of your life. Beloved soul, calm confidence is not the end of your transformation, it is the beginning of sustainable expansion. With this foundation, you can build relationships that feel secure. You can accept opportunities that feel aligned. You can navigate challenges without losing composure. You are shaping a future that reflects who you have become. God says, remain steady. Remain aware. Remain patient. The quiet strength within you is enough to carry what is ahead. God says, beloved soul, there is a beautiful shift that happens when everything you have been learning finally integrates within you. It is not dramatic. It is not loud. It feels like a gentle settling, like water becoming still after being stirred. You realize that you are no longer searching in the same restless way. You are no longer questioning your worth in the same uncertain tone. You are no longer reacting to life as if it is happening against you. Instead, you are beginning to feel that life is unfolding with you. This is the quiet certainty that forms after reflection, after growth, after patience. And this certainty is what will carry you forward from this point. God says, you have moved through seasons of doubt, seasons of questioning, seasons where you wondered if clarity would ever feel natural. But clarity has not arrived as a sudden revelation. It has grown slowly through lived experience. Each challenge refined you. Each misunderstanding deepened your awareness. Each quiet victory strengthened your trust in yourself. And now those lessons are no longer scattered fragments, they are integrated wisdom. Integrated wisdom feels calm. It does not shout. It steadies. Beloved soul, when your life begins to flow with quiet certainty, you stop needing constant reassurance. You understand that uncertainty is part of movement, not a sign of failure. You recognize that you are capable of navigating unfamiliar terrain because you have already navigated inner complexity. The external world no longer intimidates you the way it once did because you have already learned how to manage your internal world with grace. God says, flow does not mean everything becomes effortless. It means you move without unnecessary resistance. You no longer fight every small inconvenience. You no longer overanalyze every minor delay. You respond thoughtfully. You adjust calmly. This flexibility is strength, not weakness. It allows you to preserve energy for what truly matters. Beloved soul, think about how differently you handle challenges now compared to before. Notice how quickly you return to balance after emotional disturbance. Notice how you are less likely to dwell on negativity. This is growth becoming natural. You are not forcing positivity, you are embodying stability. And stability allows life to feel lighter. God says, quiet certainty also transforms how you view your future. You are no longer trying to predict every outcome. You are trusting that your preparation is enough. You are trusting that your discernment will guide you. You are trusting that your boundaries will protect you. This trust removes the constant tension that once lived beneath your thoughts. Beloved soul, you are entering a chapter where consistency will matter more than intensity. You will build habits that support your peace. You will cultivate relationships that honor your growth. You will choose environments that reflect your clarity. This alignment will not feel forced. It will feel natural because it mirrors who you have become. God says, as you move forward from this moment, remember that your strength lies in awareness. Awareness of your emotions. Awareness of your needs. Awareness of your limits. Awareness of your potential. This awareness will keep you grounded even when circumstances fluctuate. It will prevent you from losing yourself in noise. Beloved soul, you do not need to rush ahead searching for the next breakthrough. You are already in one. The breakthrough is internal. It is the realization that you are steady. That you are capable. That you are enough as you grow. This understanding will influence every decision you make moving forward. God says, life flowing with quiet certainty does not remove ambition, it refines it. You will still dream. You will still pursue meaningful goals. But you will do so without abandoning your peace. You will measure progress not only by achievement but by alignment. And alignment creates sustainability. Beloved soul, as this series comes to its natural close, carry this truth with you: you are not late. You are not behind. You are exactly where your awareness has prepared you to be. Every experience you walked through has shaped the steadiness you now feel. Nothing was wasted. Nothing was random. It was all forming you quietly. God says, remain patient with yourself. Continue choosing thoughtful action over reactive impulse. Continue valuing clarity over noise. Continue nurturing the calm confidence that has taken root within you. The future you are building does not require urgency. It requires consistency. Beloved soul, this moment was never about pressure. It was about presence. It was about recognizing the depth of your own growth. It was about understanding that your life can move forward peacefully. And now you carry that understanding within you. God says, walk gently from here. Trust the steadiness forming inside you. Your path is unfolding with quiet certainty, and you are ready to meet it calmly. If this entire journey resonated deeply within you, type Amen and carry this calm certainty into your day. Your growth is real. Your steadiness is lasting. Your future is unfolding gently.